Okay, so this is about the mouthing, when people talk about the puppy mouthing. So here's a pup, and this is what pups do, right? So there's nothing hard there, he's not nipping. But he has to be able to use that mouth, he has to, because it's his communication with the pups is all that he's known. He's using his mouth, obviously vocally, and taking hold, and it's how he'll play, and it's how he learns, and everything else. But if he's too hard with it, come here Sherlock, which he's probably not going to be. Good boy. It's only generally when I get him really, really excited that he'll start mouthing. But if he, oh, they're gorgeous. But if he's too hard with it, then I need to give a reason for him not to be. And this is what I mean by this. Let's see if we can get him mouthing. There we go. So, good boy. Good. Good boy. So I can switch one to the other, right? So I give him a shout, and then I'm just playing with him again. And we're all good. And this is a result of it, right? So you're not ending up with something that's absolutely terrified of you. But if the mouthing comes too much, so he's starting to mouth a little bit here, but that's fine. I don't mind that. He can do it as long as it's soft. It's when it goes too hard, or if it goes too hard. Good. So just move my hands away. This is all good as well, just getting them used to letting you manipulate them, physically manipulating. Doesn't have to be anything hard, but obviously if I'm going to do it with him later on in his life, he needs to be able to let me do it now. So we'll go again with the early mouthing, which is, oh, he's not doing it. Come here, Sherlock. Sherlock. Good boy. Lost interest. But I mean, there's a correction there anyway, when we talk about giving a correction or giving a consequence for the mouthing getting too hard. That's as much as it is a loud shout. Now you can make it a loud shriek if you like and try and sound like a pup, but it doesn't really matter, just as long as it's startling enough for him to break off. And once he breaks off, then I'm straight on to smooth it. If he breaks off from it and comes straight back on and does it again, then I'll do exactly the same thing again, and I'll probably get up and walk away from him. But I'm giving him the opportunity to be able to adjust what he's doing. So he's too hard, the shout comes in, he comes off, good. And then I'm instantly just smoothing him, not getting him all excited, but instantly smoothing him again, just to let him know that was acceptable, okay, that how he's changed is acceptable. Now, if I find myself that he's biting hard and then going soft and biting hard and then going soft, then I need to concentrate more on giving that firm shout, that firm interruption, getting up and walking away from him. And I'll ignore him for the next 5 minutes or so. Then I'll come over and I'll sit down and I'll wait until he comes towards me and I'll ignore him again. Then I'll call him over, or I'll go to him and I'll smooth him. And if it starts where he's mouthing again, I'm not looking for it to start where he's mouthing again, but if it starts where he's mouthing again, we'll repeat the same process as we did just before. But most of the time with pups, when the mouthing gets excessive, it's because the play that I'm interacting, that I'm instigating with him and taking part in with him is excessive. Do you know what I mean? It sort of like brings him up, it brings him to a level of arousal that's more than I need it to be. So I just really want to try and keep him, or you really want to try and keep the puppy calm. Sherlock, come here, pup. Good boy. Good boy. Cocky little thing, look, beating up a shepherd. I hope that helps.